Japan has expressed interest in joining the country's UPI payment system. Japan's Minister for Digital Affairs, Kono Taro, has said that such a collaboration could become the standard for cross-border payments in the future. The minister, of course, spoke exclusively to WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal. Listen in to what he had to say.
Specifically on the digital domain, how do you see it going? The Indian Minister for IT was in Japan recently, and you were also in India as well. So what kind of collaboration you're looking at?
Thank you. Well, we just had our G7 digital ministers meeting last month, and we had our Indian digital minister, Mr. Vaishnaw, joined with us. And right now, Japan and India is trying to promote a digital cooperation. We are now seriously thinking about joining Indian UPI, the payment system. And also, we are contemplating how we can mutually recognize EID for, well, starting with corporations. So we can increase interoperability. Also, in G7 Digital Ministers meeting, G7 has agreed to establish a new international framework with a permanent secretariat on cross-border data flow. And we are hoping to have Indian government join to this international framework.
And what is also interesting is that the minister also spoke about India's digital revolution, and he said that this is quite extraordinary considering the number of people who have now got access to the digital devices within India.
How do you see the Indian digital revolution? You pointed out that you would like to join various initiatives which India has taken domestically. So if you can elaborate or perhaps give an outsider's view about the Indian digital revolution.
Yes, we are very surprised to see the India is leapfrogging with India Stack. And you are providing so many services to so many people in India in such a short time. And we admire the Indian government progress. For UPI, well, it is very convenient system of payment where we can increase the interoperability of the payment system between Japan and India or other countries such as Singapore, Thailand, or I heard UAE is also joining. So it could be another standard of telepayment, cross-border telepayment system.
Now, you also touched upon China meddling in state elections. The Japanese minister claimed that countries must, of course, be very vigilant of outside interference, especially when it comes to voting and democracy.
In India, there is a special worry regarding the digital domain. That's hacking. That's a global worry as well. But we recently saw there were attacks in India, which many have alleged is because of China. So how do you see that aspect as well? A Chinese dimension, states controlling or using this as a form of attack? If you can talk about that.
Thank you. Well, we just had our by-elections at the national level, and we feel there have been a lot of intervention in that. So I think we need to really be careful and come up with some creative idea how we can minimize the impact of intervention or meddling by some dictatorship.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.